David here with another episode of The Closer's Confidence. Super excited today to be talking to you about a fun topic that I'm excited for. But The Closer's Confidence is a series of videos I'm doing on sales, marketing, mindset, things for insurance agents and agency owners that they can apply to their businesses as well as their personal lives. Super excited to be covering this as part of a 365 videos and 365 day series, challenge courtesy to Sandra Gerbhardt, as well as a few others in the Closers Clique community that are doing it as well. And so up and on, talking about different topics, keeping them short, but a little bit that you can take and apply each day, as well as other few things that I'll talk about as well that you might find interesting as well. So today I'm talking about the importance of building rapport and trust, whether that's in your personal life or in your business. Who are you? Why should I care? And why should I listen? And that's really important because I think a lot of people want to go, straight for the sale or have a, straight to a friendship or a close relationship. But that's not what happens in reality. In reality, it's hard to build trust. It's hard to really have a rapport with people, and to do that quickly. If you're trying to make friends with someone and spending a little time and trying to build up that trust there, there's a lot of shady people out there. There's a lot of people that, are just in it for themselves. There's a lot of people that, put on a facade. And so it's really important to build that trust and rapport because people are on their guard. They don't know what's going on, especially on the business side. Am I being sold? But it applies to both personal and business. And personal life, you got to spend the time to build up trust and rapport. And if you expect to have a relationship with that person at all, whether it's dating, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a friends or family, you got to build up that rapport and trust. And especially if they don't know you well, haven't spent a lot of time around you, don't know much, you need to ask them questions about themselves, learn a bit about them, let them feel like they're heard and you're learning about them, in which they'll reciprocate that as well. And when you're talking about yourself as well, you want to come across authentic. You want to come across that you're looking to build that with them. And so talking about common interests, diving into common passions, hobbies, a bit about their background, all that sort of stuff is a great way to build rapport and to start building trust. Trust, starts with just little things as well. If you're going to make a recommendation to something, if you're, going to talk about something, are you talking about people behind their back, all that sort of stuff, in personal life applies to building rapport and trust. And so it's important to do that, to establish that both on the personal side and now, also talking about the business side. Obviously for insurance agents, agency owners, it's incredibly important in the sales process to build that rapport and trust, especially if you're connecting with a cold lead or a lead that's never spoken with you, a prospect that's never spoken with you. You have to very quickly build that, and you got to spend some time doing that, especially in telesales versus face-to-face. At least face-to-face, you have that, you can see the person, you can have the eye, you can read their emotions, you can read their facial features, all that sort of stuff. Whereas telesales, you don't have that luxury. And so really focusing and building on that rapport and that trust before you ever go into anything is going to pay off, because people are on their guard. People don't want to be sold. People want to immediately be defensive. And if you try to go too quickly into that, they're not going to listen to a thing that you say or heard. They've already made their decision even from the very beginning. Like, I don't know this person, I don't trust this person, they're trying to sell me something. So building that rapport and establishing that trust is huge. And we'll talk about questions and ways that you can do that in later videos. Victor Gonzalez does that incredibly in depth and excellent in his telesales masterclass. Has done some trainings within the Facebook group, and then obviously teaches that super in depth. It's part of the Closers Clique. But it's important to build that trust. And then once you have that trust and rapport, they're going to listen to what you have to say and more easily hear that. You may not always get the sale, but you've at least opened yourself up to the opportunity. So that same thing goes to with your clients, and having that rapport and trust, you'll get the referrals out of that. If you've done a good job, you build up that trust, and that trust and rapport goes a very long way, but it can also be easily lost. So you can make sure to keep it. So that's my little tip as far as personal life and for business, for the importance of building rapport and trust. Also wanted to mention that we had another awesome Webclass in our Webclass series, the Closers Clique Secrets Revealed, or Closer Secrets Webclass series that we're doing on Thursdays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. They're free for agents and insurance agency owners to come join. And we had one all about leads on leads types, sources, a bunch of different stuff to be successful with leads. And we covered that yesterday. The link should be down below if you want to check out the recording. Sandra did an excellent job covering that as a part of that Webclass series. And that just gives you a little bit of taste of what we really go in depth into and cover within the side of the Closers Clique, which is our premier program for insurance agents and agency owners who want to grow and scale their business. Part mastermind, part consulting, part accountability. We really dive in, and people are getting records months, huge results out of that, and we're super excited for that. And if you are looking at potentially coming on with that, there should be a link to grab a call with us down below. I believe the price actually goes up on Monday, but we're having a huge promotional week for the Closers Clique next week, so stay tuned for that, and you'll hear a lot about it and see a lot about it within the group. So super excited. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And everybody have a great rest of your evening. And